Hello, this is Bill Webb, aka Billy Indiana. Today I'm going to finally make my video for the mid-year board game tag, which was put out by Rolling Reggie. I think this is the third year he's done it. And the first 2 years I was a little bit more on the ball. This year we've been so busy with traveling and family things that haven't gotten around to doing this until now, August. But I'm only going to focus on the games that I played from January through June, the true first 6 months of the year. And I've really been enjoying other videos that Reggie tagged or other people have tagged. Seeing Jenna from the Board Game Garden, Kavre had a great video, Iris from Crimson Board Games, Dave from Board Game Dave, Dwayne and Alicia from Blackboard Gaming, Evan and Grayson from Evan Diesel, and then I was tagged by Ian from and Stacey from Where There's a Wills, There's a Play. And so there's, I'm sure, others that I may have watched or have seen, but a lot of people jumping in on this tag, and I'm excited to do this. So the way the tag works is there are 8 questions, and I'm just going to read my selections and talk a little bit about why I picked the games that I picked or the topics that I picked for the answers to these 8 questions. So question number 1, what is your favorite game so far this year? And for most of these, I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a range and then pick my number 1. So my favorite games so far this year, the games that are in the running: Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth, which actually is a 224 release, Captain Sonar, which is a 2016 release, Tikal, which is a 1919 release, Galactic Cruise, which is a 2025 release, and Aqua Garden, which is a 2021 release. So those games have really hit for me in January through June. Now, I'm going to be putting out my July video pretty soon, just in a couple of days, and that has some excellent games too. But in January to June, those are my top 5s, and my number 1 out of that group, Galactic Cruise. It was just so great, but all of those games have been terrific. And Galactic Cruise, just the production quality, the way the game plays, the mechanisms, how they fit together, just a terrific game. And I know a lot of people have really loved Galactic Cruise this year. Second question, what is your most played game? So this is a little bit less of a voting and just factual. So my top game plays have been 9 plays of Flip 7 and Sky Team. Flip 7's been mostly with the physical game, card game, and I think maybe once on BGA, and then Sky Team has all been on BGA. But really have enjoyed both of those games. Next on the list, though, with 7 gameplays, Bonsai and Welcome 2. Welcome 2's been all on BGA. I don't own that game, but Bonsai's been about 50-50. I do own that one and enjoy physical and BGA plays of that. Number 3, what was your biggest surprise? So the 3 that have surprised me the most this year, one was The Gang. I'm not a real big poker fan, and so I didn't know if I would really enjoy that game, but it was a pleasant surprise. Another one would be Captain Sonar, and probably a little less surprising, more just grateful. I've always thought I would probably like that game, but it's hard to get a group of 8 people together, and I know it plays best that way. And first time I ever got a chance to play it, we did have 8, and it was terrific. Really loved it. So great surprise there. And though my number 1 choice, though, is My Little Scythe. I really like Scythe. It's one of my top games, but I wasn't sure if it would really translate into a kid's game, or if it did, would my grandkids be able to comprehend it? And my 2 oldest granddaughters really did a great job of understanding it. Even my oldest grandson picked up on it pretty well. And so it was a big surprise. They loved it. They liked it. They talk about pie fights. We were just talking the other day about playing it again with the Pie in the Sky expansion. And hopefully once we've got a couple of plays of that expansion under our belt, I'll be able to put out my review video for that game. Number 4, what game's production or art has impressed you the most? So again, I'm going to give top 3, Aqua Garden from 2021, Wild Tiled West from 2023, and those were both great, really quality in their own ways, but number 1 has to still go to Galactic Cruise, my best game so far in the first 6 months, but also the best art and production, just amazing. Number 5 is, what has been the most reliable introductory board game? And it's Flip 7, Kohaku, and 7 Wonders Architects. Kohaku we've been using for a few years now, and it's just a great tile laying game. It's beautiful, easy pattern building. A lot of people really love that kind of comforting, calm game. But 7 Wonders Architects, Flip 7, must be something about the 7s. Those 2 games this year have been really great for us to introduce to other people that are interested in games. Flip 7 is just a card game with kind of that blackjack Uno feel to it. People have really loved that one. And then 7 Wonders Architects is just kind of a hint of 7 Wonders, but so simple and easy to learn. The last family that we taught that game to immediately ordered a copy that night. 6, what game do you want to get off of your shelf of shame in the second half of the year? And so I've got 3 that I've just been putting off. They're such big games. I'm just kind of intimidated and trying to find the time when I can really get through the rules and understand them. But I really am so tempted to want to get these off the shelf. I really want to play them. Isofarian Guard, Living Planet, and Vindication. Big games I've had on my shelf for a while. I really need to get at least 1, if not 2 of those off the shelf. Hopefully in this month of August, I've got a few weeks left before school starts. I'm hoping I can get at least 1 of those to the table. Number 7, which game from 10 plus years ago did you discover this year? Well, several. Ink and Gold, or it's now called Diamant, from 2005. Tikal from 1999, which I mentioned earlier is one of my favorite new games to me this year. And Through the Desert from 1998 were 3 games from well over 10 years ago that I really enjoyed. Of those 3, I'd probably have to say Tikal takes the edge. Through the Desert, though, was really close. I enjoyed that one quite a bit, especially with some of the expansion modules. And then the last, anticipated releases. So I'm going to give a few kind of honorable mentions here because there's so many that I'm looking forward to, but I haven't dug in too much. So Positano looks really beautiful, and I think that will be a good one. Koi, another one. I think it kind of gives me that Kohaku vibe that I think would be fun. Ice and Idols from Inside Up Games. I think that one looks really interesting. Founders, Wondrous Museum, Zenith, and Restart, although I think Restart may be pushed to 2026, but those are all ones I'm interested in. But here are the ones that I'm going to actually list as my most anticipated because I know a little bit more about them. Recall is probably my most anticipated because it's by the same people who put together Revive, and the board game cover looks, or the board game box cover looks amazing. Speakeasy is one of the latest games from Lacerda and Ian O'Toole, Eagle Griffin, that great combination. Lacerda games kind of, I enjoy all of them. Some of them I love, some of them are just okay. But Speakeasy, the art, the theme kind of seems pretty cool. Hobbit There and Back Again by Reiner Knizia and Office Dog. I tend to love Reiner Knizia games. If you saw if you watch my July games played, you're going to see a bunch of Knizia games in that month. But that one, I think just the Lord of the Rings Hobbit theming is going to really be there for me. And Office Dog, they have put out some real bangers with River of Gold and Fellowship of the Rings trick-taking game. So I'm really excited for that one. And then last one, Lightning Train by Paul Denon and Direwolf. And Direwolf and Paul Denon, they are a great combo. Paul Denon has the Clank series of games, the Wild Wild West, which we talked about earlier, Dune Imperium Uprisings. Those are 2 of my favorite games of all time. Maybe 1 game, maybe 2 games. I'm not sure how you want to nitpick there, but I'm really excited for Lightning Train because of Paul Denon and Direwolf's combo there. The last one is a bonus. What's your favorite video that you've posted? Well, I've only posted a couple dozen videos this year. It's been kind of a different year for me, and it's been hit or miss for months to month how I can get videos out. But I really enjoyed making the Cities of Venus Survivors Kickstarter preview. And I think the reason why is I've just developed kind of almost a friendship with James. We've had lots of messages back and forth. He's just been so kind to me and giving me the opportunity that it's anytime he sends me a game, it's just really fun for me to participate with him in that way. And it's a really good game. I enjoyed playing with my wife. I enjoyed playing with some friends that we taught. They really had a good time with it. And so it was fun playing the game. It was fun making the video, and just that connection with 10 Robot Games and James Staley has been really nice too. So I would pick that video, maybe not even because of the video, but just because of what goes along with making that video. So that is my mid-year challenge. Thanks, Roland Reggie, for putting this together. I'm not going to put out a challenge to any particular content creators because it's already August. But if any of you see this and you haven't seen one of the other ones that I mentioned before, I'll put links to those others down in the description below. Check out those videos. They're really great. And if any of the rest of you want to put your answers into the comments, that'd be great. Or if you are a content creator that happens to see this, even though it's August, jump in and show us the answers to these 8 and bonus question if you're interested. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, love it if you give it a thumbs up, and it'd be terrific if you choose to subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Billy, Indiana, signing off.